Hello, I'm ABXToyCat, and welcome back to the second channel video. So, you're probably all aware by now, but I like to be pretty honest when it comes to the second channel, pretty transparent about all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. I know a lot of YouTubers don't really particularly like that, and I guess I kind of get that, but I just like to be entirely honest about the reasons I do the things that I do on YouTube. And in today's video, I wanted to show off one of the things I've wanted to show for a while now, the Analytics suite, because YouTube gives you a whole bunch of data about, you know, how much you earned, or like where your viewers came from, or how those views came in, and I think it'd be kind of cool to go through today's video, all of that stuff. The reason I haven't done it for so long is because of the YouTube rumor that, oh, you can't show off how much you earn on YouTube, and that's not entirely true. You can't show off, it's actually based in fact though, because on Google AdSense, you can't show off your click-through rates or your CPMs or data like that, because it's valuable to other networks and stuff. However, when it comes to, YouTube, because it's a step removed, and because today I'm only showing estimates, no click-through rates or CPMs, I can show you, all the data you might want to know from behind the scenes of YouTube. So that's what I'm doing with today's video. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. With that said, let's get straight into it, and let's start by just showing you, here's the dashboard of the analytics. Wait, so first of all, if you want to see like past that, there's like the whole thing. IBX2Cat, got my videos myself. Yeah, let's put that back on, and let's show you the key information. So this year, this is 1st of January to the 26th of December, because that's all we've got data for. I have received 2.5 million, minutes of watch time, which is 4 years and 272 days, so that's a lot of people watching geography. The average view duration for that has been 4 minutes and 36 seconds, 540,000 views, and then apparently for those 540,000 views, I've received roughly, there's a giant asterisk because it's estimated, that's what the asterisk is, it's not real stuff, $575. Although that is estimates, it's very close to what the end number probably has ended up being. So yeah, for this channel, I have received about $575, except it's converted into pounds before I see it, for this year, which is pretty cool stuff, like being able to see the numbers, and if you're curious as to why that all came in, it pretty much all came in for the month of December, because there was this random explosion a few days ago, and I figured what would be kind of cool is to use this video as an opportunity to, for the first time live at the same time as this, work out where all those views came from, because it just kind of exploded out of nowhere. Like, the average views per day on this channel is about 1,000, that's been constant for pretty much the entire year, but then as of December the 20th or the 21st, as you can see right here, there was just this sudden shoot up to like 3,000, it was like, oh, that's a lot of views to receive on the 20th, and then it shot up to, 16,000, then 27,000, and it just kind of went massively up. And if you look at the real-time stats, so for the last 48 hours, you can see it's gone even higher. So yeah, I'm going to be investigating that today, because over the past 48 hours, there's been 83,000 views, and most of those have been in the last 24 hours. So yeah, this channel is doing like absurdly well, like for, a channel where I just goof around and talk about geography. So let's try and get to the bottom of that, and maybe you'll find some interesting stats along the way. Oh, actually, while we're on this first page, you can also see how many likes I got this year. No, this is this month. 4,000 likes roughly, to 500 dislikes, to 1,200 comments, to 70 shares, almost 1,000 videos and playlists, and 2,200 subscribers, which is pretty good. You'll notice most of these, although this information is interesting, most of the actual graphs themselves, so if you want to get data from it, most of the graphs kind of just peak up and down with the views, because, there's like a certain propensity of people who like watch something to view or comment something. So yeah, I don't really get too much information from this. Every now and then there'll be a random share spike, like you can see there was one right there. Every now and then there'll be a random dislike spike or something, but for the most part, all these graphs kind of hit the exact same thing, like you can see it right there. Oh, also, when you go into estimated revenue, just in case you're like, oh, let's go back into that money thing, Toycat, you can actually see where, not only where the revenue came from, but also how many YouTube Red people watch. So although, $290 this month, to $13 that came from people with YouTube Red. So if you're watching this with YouTube Red, as it turns out, like, there was a little fear before the platform came out. I might have even said something myself. YouTube Red users are worth quite a bit more now, so that's like been an increase this past year to the amount users earn. So isn't that nice? Also, just in case I mentioned it, again, I did a pre-take, so I already didn't say it here. Only getting like roughly $1 per 1,000 views is actually a lot lower than most channels expect, and that's something that I guess we could also find out step. Yeah, for now, let's just also show off the top 10 videos. This is interesting because you can see by watch time or by views if you want to see videos which got more views but not necessarily more time watched. Or if you're just like, I want to make the money, you got to pay rent this month, got to work out which videos are making me the cash dollar. Then we can be like, okay, well let's sort by estimated revenue. Okay, 5 countries which will exist soon. Let's do another one of those. And honestly, I actually kind of want to do another one of those, so you might see those anyway. But yeah, as well as that, you can see that some videos just make more money. And usually, I think it's to do with length, because this one is 11 minutes 13, versus this one, which got more views, but was only... No, that was 15 minutes, but I guess people watched more of it. Well, who knows at this point? But I guess it got more YouTube Red revenue. That's a part of it too. It's hard to say for certain. Sometimes it's random, sometimes it's do a few times. In this case, it looks like this video just got lucky with the ads that were served against it, or when the views came in, and that's where the stuff is. By the way, these videos all have like weird comments of like, every single video has like one fact that I missed out, and the comments are just all that. So, fun fact, go back and read them and learn one fun fact, like, oh, I forgot to say population when I said California's the biggest. But we're going beyond that. Let's show you some of the cool stats you also get down here at the bottom, which is where the views come from. So you can see the male to female ratio. Again, this is surprisingly high on male on this channel. On my main one, I think it's like 75-25. On this channel, 95% of the people that watch are male. So I don't know, shout out to the 5% of you that are female watching this. Almost all of you are going to be in the, I guess, okay, so the green bar is female. Almost all of you are going to be 35 to 54. Apparently, the female demographic isn't quite so strong when it comes to geography videos, which is kind of intriguing to me. But yeah, as you can see, the biggest demographic on my channel is 18 to 24 years old people. If I had to guess, they left school and they want to get that geography knowledge, or maybe there's like some fuddling of the numbers, I can't tell you for sure. You can also see there's like mostly, I think most channels kind of spike around here. Some, you know, channels that go really, really young might have a bigger 13, 17, but I think this is a pretty standard graph for where people, you know, kind of come from. If we want though, we can also work out where the watch time came from, so we can see who's watching the most proportionally to where they are, like, oh no, that's not how it does it, because I thought it was by views, but we can also sort by views and be like, you can see there's more watch per view coming from the 25 to 34-year-old people, or we can be like, okay, YouTube Red people are more likely to be 18 to 34, which makes sense. They have disposable income to spend on it, except when it gets to the old ages, you can see that drops too. There's a lot of weird information you can get from this. Like, female people, for instance, more likely to have YouTube Red, more likely to watch for longer. Weird little bizarre stat we've just found out right now, and this is what I really love, because it goes long beyond even this. We can work out where people are watching from, like what device. Okay, this is where they're watching the actual page. So 99 point something % of my views come from the YouTube page itself, which is pretty standard for channels, unless you embed a whole bunch, which I used to on my main channel. The views actually came from, though, as you can see, suggested videos, 52% of the traffic, and as you can see, like, if you look at this graph right here, this is where the growth has come from, which is a really, you know, weird thing to try and work out. Like, okay, so lots of people started watching my channel on the 21st, which coincided with when my main channel exploded, but you can't really work out where they came from besides suggested videos, and you can work out which videos those are, but it doesn't really get too specific, because here you can see most of those suggested videos are my own ones, so it's like my own videos just started generating traffic, which generated traffic, so maybe then we can work out that it came from YouTube search. So let's see where the YouTube search stuff came from. It's only 1.4% of traffic, but maybe it makes sense. And then you realize that, oh, people were searching IBX2Cat and Moldova and IBX2. So basically they're searching for my videos, so okay, it's not that then. So maybe they came from the browse features. This is probably what it is, but the problem is browse features doesn't give me enough detail besides home, and we can click on that. But yeah, we don't really know where these people came from, just that they would recommend my videos out of nowhere, which is a really bizarre little thing. We might be able to find more information on that later, but for now, we know that most people find my channel by watching other videos first. Only 6.1% of my views total came from subscriptions, which is ridiculously low, right? Like, you'd expect it to be way higher, but only a few hundred views a day most days, and like a tiny percent come from the subscriptions page, which is that's the weird way that YouTube works these days. It's not really about having people subscribe to your channel that makes it successful, as far as I can tell. It's about those subscribers, I guess, being the movers and shakers that somehow get it recommended people. I have no idea how to, you know, entirely work the system, because otherwise I'd be a millionaire or something, but it's something that I'm always adjusting for. Like, YouTube's always changing the way it works, and in this case, you know, apparently having people subscribe to your channel is just not an effective way to make that work, which is bizarre to really get in your head. But yeah, so as well as that, we can work out which device they watched on, so we can be like, okay, as you can see, most people, this is weird for most channels these days, watch on their computers, 38%. We've got 36% on mobile phone, 20% on tablet. We've got a few people on games consoles, and a few people on the TVs. I don't know why you'd watch geography videos on your game console, but power to you if you're doing that. You gotta learn while you play your Xbox, apparently. Then we got live streaming. I've only done a few live streams, and literally 2 apparently, so we're not going to get too much great information from that. One of my favorite ones is audience retention. We actually kind of skipped over it, but you can actually see the average view duration, but also the average percentage watched, so that goes up and down each day. I find this to be more interesting, because it's like, so, you know, when you hit 200,000 views, you picture everyone watching all the videos, but in this case, they only watch about 46%, which is actually pretty good for a YouTube channel, I think. I think maybe like a 30-40% might be close to average for, you know, long-form videos that are 10-15 minutes, so that counts for something good, I guess. Lots of people watch like that, but the really cool thing is if you go to a particular video, you can see when people tune in and out. So, yeah, all these demographics I've just shown you can be clicked for any particular video. Let's use my biggest one, Secret European Countries, which got 27,000 views in this past month, which It's a lot for a video that was a really old one. But yeah, as you can see, if we go in here, we can see it earned some good money. It's been watched a lot. It's got some watch time. But then we can go into stuff like, again, like the audience retention. And I believe there's this amazing graph where you can see, there we go. You can see the exact points that people clicked on and off the video. And okay, one sec. You can see the exact points that people clicked on and off the video, and it's amazing because it shows you the video while it does this. So if we actually like watch along here, so I'm going to turn this down a lot. You might be able to hear it, I don't know. But yeah, if you actually watch along with it, you can see how like people are just seeing this guy and they're like, yep, 25% of people already out. They're seeing this British guy and they're like, he's not going to teach me geography. But then you can see the other points where suddenly people drop out really quickly. So 302 looks like it's a big point. Heard off on TV because of their very famous Monte Carlo. Apparently, I said the Monte Carlo word and apparently offended people. But you can actually just see these like giant drop-offs as the video goes on, and it's really interesting because you can see if something you did really offended people or like, you know, really hurts people. And I think this is like an amazing little thing. So you also got relative, which shows you like the up down compared to an average video on YouTube. And as you can see, most of my videos are really good at holding people in for the first 3 minutes, and then they get really bad compared to the YouTube average, which is I find to be very intriguing. So yeah, there's an interesting stuff right there. As well as this, just a few other little information sacks, because I'm sure I got you most of the information you want. But just as a few little bizarre things, you can see how many subscribers lost and gained. So this video actually gained me 139 subscribers by itself, but if we sort by the entire channel, you can see we gained 2,500 and we lost 230. A lot of YouTubers have this weird thing where they think once someone subscribed to them, they're subscribed for life and they could never unsubscribe. They never want to do that. But truth be told, lots of you do actually lose a lot of subscribers because people are just like, I don't want to see this in my sub box. Why did I even hit subscribe? And yeah, you lose. I lose about 10% of this channel. It's more like 30% of my main channel. And yeah, you see channels that like lose an inordinate amount of subscribers, which is why, by the way, when a channel stops growing, a lot of the time it goes into negative because it's always, a channel is always losing subscribers quite a lot. It's just they're usually getting more than they're losing. Like, I don't know, it's like you're eating food and you're also slowly, that's a horrible example. Pretend I didn't say anything. So yeah, as well as seeing subscribers, we can see likes and dislikes, get the ratio going on. So as you can see, likes doing pretty well, dislikes got some growing to go there. Some videos have like really bad like to dislike ratios, like you can see right here. Secret European countries, again, like when there's a fact that's wrong, it really like upsets everyone. They're like, no, I'm refusing to go through this, and that's a thing that you get right there. Videos and playlists, you can see how many people put my videos in their playlists, which is, I mean, I guess I'm complimented by that, so thank you, I guess. I've never really known what to do with this information, because like it doesn't really get to me. But then we got comments, we can see how many comments a day, and where they're all coming from. 5 countries will exist soon. Again, that's because I mentioned one wrong fact, but that does actually help the YouTube video along. So maybe I should get something wrong with all the videos. We got sharing, how many people use the YouTube share function. As you can see, 9 people wanted to share the Secret European Countries video because they thought it was cool enough to share, apparently. Annotations, I don't have annotations on this channel, but if I did, oh, I do somewhere. You can see how many clicks they get and the percent. Usually it's like 1 or 2%. It's pitifully low. Like the amount of people that actually click the things you want to show them. So, okay, no cards on this channel either. It's surprisingly low, and yeah, that's that. Maybe, okay, here's something, okay, so from all this, what I've learned, we've got translations, we've got live streaming, we've got lots of stuff that I haven't shown off. From all of this, what I've learned is, one, the thing I went in to find out, where did all these views come from? It looks like they just came from people being recommended on their homepage. That's the surprising way that YouTube videos grow and explode these days. Like, you know, think about the hot knife through butter channel, or it was hot knife through something. People love to just see. When people are recommended something, YouTube does this weird A/B testing, and it kind of recommends it to more people. So if I had to guess, it all came from certain people on the main channel who are watching the video more. Suddenly they were being recommended more geography, and then that led to more people who actually like geography being recommended it. And somehow this has just exploded into explosions, into my best ever day on YouTube yesterday on this channel. So thumbs up to that. By the end of the year, it looks like, you know, this channel will actually be earning like a decent amount per month, like $300 in the past month. That is a really significant amount of money for a channel to make. But yeah, so as well as being stuff like that, so go stuff like that. I worked out roughly where the views came from, which seems to be random browse stuff, but also I've seen a few interesting facts that I can learn from. Like, I can know that annotations and cards, I'm not even using them. I probably should be to get that extra 2% of views going. I've learned that people watch my videos from the PC, so I should make references, but only 38% of the time, so make references to where people can get it from more places. I learned that people watch the videos from, oh, I didn't do the countries. This is like the key bit for a geography channel. This I messed up. Okay, let's just do that now and pretend that's happened. Here you can see the people. If we go by views, because I think that's more like there's more people individually. As you can see, views 36% of them, 32% of them come from the United States. 17% come from the UK, because apparently we're interested in geography, like well more than our population would suggest. Then we've got 5.3% in Canada. We've got the Netherlands at 4%. Gotta learn about that world. Then we got Germany, Sweden, Australia, Ireland, Norway, Finland, Romania. Again, I used to think that there was just a standard list for most countries, for most channels, but as the channels developed, and I guess become more geography focused, and travel vlog and stuff, there's actually a really lower number of United States people than most channels, I'd say, have, and then a significantly higher amount of people from certain European countries, so like Germany and Sweden and Australia, sorry, that's not a European country, I was meaning Austria, which is in here somewhere. All these countries watch the videos a little bit more, which is an interesting trend to note. What can I gain from this? Well, the geography of IBX2Cat is heavily centered in Europe and North America, but not quite so much as most YouTube channels. So yeah, there are some facts about YouTube. There's how much I earn, in case that's the one thing you wanted to know. 199,000 views to $291. Keep in mind, though, that over Christmas, that ratio is significantly higher because Christmas ads pay a lot more. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Second channel, don't care. Goodbye. I was like, there's something I say at the end here. Also, I'm a little bit ill, so I'm sorry if you could spot that in my voice. I've been trying to, like, hide it and stuff, but if you did, my bad. Anyway, goodbye, everyone. F9.